Hello, universe, sun, light workers. Welcome to Become Vibrational Match Masterclass. I'm so grateful to meet you here. Welcome to the first week. We're going to go down into the rabbit hole, which we not only focusing on what we feel, but we also going to look inside of ourselves, what's so powerful inside us, or what we call inner resistance that holds us back from evolving or from unleashing godly potential within us, because magic is essentially infinite or source energy that flows through our avatar consciously. That means we bring something from our deep state of mind into our appearance that we can perceive as conscious state. If you want to refresh your remembrance about level of mind, there are super conscious or the God's energy itself, and then subconscious, which is the energy transmitter deep within us that is unseen by the seen world, but we can perceive through our reflection. And then the last thing is our conscious mind, which is when we operate or that runs our activities on a daily basis. When we eat, work, playing, interact with each other, when we do these activities, we do it with our conscious state, which everything that we do consciously in physicality. The more conscious or mindful you are, the more you bring your unconscious into conscious state. And so you operate so much better, because when you're mindful, you make space for greater things to fill your mind from your higher self, no longer from the lower state that resonates with our random circumstances or inherent colleges that not really serving your highest good. So without further ado, let's dive into it. And if you also learn about manifestation, then you must often heard that you manifest what you feel. So our mind interpret those words literally, and we think that we need to stay in high vibration in order to manifest our highest good. And if you dig deeper into yourself, if you continue to contemplate yourself, often we think like we need to keep in high vibration or feel the highest state of emotion in order to manifest something. Yes, there's nothing wrong about that. But if you zoom out to the big picture, you will find that not only feeling that manifests as reality, because reality in whole or big picture is the combination of all universal laws, the flows and forces, even beyond our current state of comprehension. Although we are vibrating at higher vibration, but sometimes we wake up, our body feel not good enough, or when we interact with others, we feel our body trick us to be more introvert or be more silent, like something within us trying to protect us from something. That because from the bigger picture, we not only manifest our feelings or our higher state of consciousness, but we are also manifest the unconscious part of ourselves that we keep playing unconsciously. And until we heal the unconscious part of ourselves, that will keep deeply rooted in our subconscious, that will manifest as unconscious behavior or attitude that we can only realize when people that mostly interact with us, especially the closest one, that really interact us deeper, so they can see our unconscious behavior. You can see metaphor of the iceberg that represent the conscious mind, which mostly people are operating from that state. But the truth is, conscious state only affects you like about 10 until 20%, like what I've shared in my YouTube channel about state of mind and how powerful our state of mind affects our daily life. And we're gonna keep operating that until we experiencing suffer deeper and deeper, that keep forcing us to dig deeper into our inner world, subconsciously forcing us to look deeper into ourselves, finding what's wrong within ourselves. At first, we might finding what's wrong within me, who or what am I, why I'm here, why I'm experiencing all these things. All of these questions keep guiding us to look inside and dig deeper into our inner world that finally lead us to beneath the iceberg, which is a deeper level into our inner world. That is our subconscious mind or subconscious realm. There's a whole entire world in there we never know it exists until life delivers us here through triggers, suffering, traumas, wounds, or everything that we cannot tolerate, that we can't stand anymore. Subconscious keep knocking us to like, hey, this is me, and I want to show you something that I really truly exist, and now it's time for you to realize that I am impacting your life this much, like 80 until 90%. And so welcome, that if you're here, then you are ready to realize this. Till the very bottom of subconscious that keep manifesting as our unconscious system, our unconscious behavior, attitude, unconscious state of being that manifests as people that keep triggering us, or reality or situation that feels like working against us, but it's all actually a reflection of our unconscious beliefs. When you're in your mother's womb until you're 7 or 8 years old, I already explained about this in my Access Akashic Records, that in this age you are still in a theta brainwave state, which is the hypnosis state. So you actually receive every information that you got from your trusted or reliable sources of information that you trust most, such as ultimate figures since you were born until 7 or 8 years old, such as parents, religious system, and educational system, or teacher in your childhood. Whatever they program onto your subconscious mind, you accept it as, oh, reality is like that, like 1 + 1 is 2. This is red, this is yellow, this is green, this is elephant, this is bird is flying, flower is plant, the only sentient being is plant, animal, and human. Human is the highest degree of creation. God and heaven is above, and so many unconscious beliefs that we're planning repetitively and become deeply rooted in our inner garden, which is, remember that your mind is your inner garden. So whatever that you plan there, you manifest, because unconscious is also subconscious. It has so much power that affects your reality. Whether it's positive or negative, you will manifest that. The more we grow up biologically, physically, we then start to operate in more rapid brainwave states, such as alpha and beta state of consciousness. The faster our brainwaves, the more we feel anxious, anxiety, because it's hard for us to relax. It's easier to feel more stressed, to feel always busy, always, and cannot stand still. Like no matter what, we need to keep operative, like all the time. You see, most people are addicted to be busy rather than truly productive. Just because you're productive doesn't always mean you need to keep busy all the time. Sometimes we need rest, sometimes we need ups and downs, sometimes we need more relax, sometimes we need more flow, sometimes we need challenge. It's like heartbeat, we never know. That's the beauty of life adventure. But in alpha and beta state, people can operate better as a doer, because that's a state of mind that doing, working. So it's not entirely bad for being in beta or alpha brainwave state, but it will become much more meaningful, purposeful, and fulfilled kind of life if you mostly operates from alpha and theta brainwave state, because in this state you will feel much more relaxed, move with ease and grace, because your brainwave state more slowly paced, so your nervous system can feel more chill, more relaxed, more fun, more enjoy, and you naturally vibrate higher, not because you forcing to keep being in a high state, but it's just your natural state, mostly by choice. The thing about feeling and manifestation is that you don't have to be happy all the time to manifest your desire, but you can by choice. The more you focus on manifesting through feeling, the more you lose the essence of feeling itself. So instead of focusing feeling is manifestation, zoom out from that perspective and enjoy and treasure each moment by choice. Embrace whatever emotion that comes up. For example, if today you're feeling like your body is not like the usual you, forcing you to having more rest than usual, to feel lazy or an inexplicable sadness within you, or the urgent to feel like deep mourning but you didn't know where it came from, listen to your body. I see you, I feel you, and what's the message that you bring to me today? Like, why you feel this feeling? Like, instead of blaming it or repress the emotion so that you will keep vibrating higher, feel it, embrace it, and then witness it.